Good evening, everyone. Hare Krishna. Ria. Hello, Ria. Good evening, Ria. Has she come for offer candle, has she, today? Ria. She's come to she's come to give class. Failing that, we'll have to put up with me instead. So I'll be singing the Jai Radha Madhava prayers, and then I'll talk a little bit about the killing of Kamsa, King Kamsa, and that will take us, of course, up to the 7 o'clock RT with the offering of lamps. So hopefully Ria will be happy. Jai Radha Madhava. Sorry. Jai Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunja Bihari. 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 Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari. 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 Jai Yasoda Nandana Rajajana Ranjana. Yasoda Nandana Rajajana Ranjana. Yasoda Nandana Rajajana Ranjana. Yasoda Nandana Rajajana Ranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunda Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunda Bihari. Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari. Jai Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari. Jaya Yasoda Nandana Brajajana Ranjana. Yasoda Nandana Brajajana Ranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunda Bihari. Jaya Radha Madhava, Jaya Kunda Bihari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari. Jaya Gopi Jana Vallabha Girivardhari. Jaya Yasoda Nandana Rajajana Ranjana. Yasoda Nandana Rajajana Ranjana. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Yamuna Tira Vanachari. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Srivasadi Gaura Bhaktavrinda. Jaya Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Shri Advaita Gadadhara Shiva Sari Gaura Bhaktivinoda. Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare, Hare Krishna, Hare Krishna, Krishna Krishna, Hare Hare, Hare Rama, Hare Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. Jaya Radha Damodara, 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 Radha. Jaya Yashoda Damodara, 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 Yashoda. Jaya Radha Gokula Nanda, Radha Gokula Nanda, Radhe Raya, Radha Gokula Nanda, Radha Gokula Nanda, Radhe Raya, Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Daya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Daya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman, Daya Sita Ram Lakshman Hanuman. Jaya Gaurang Itai, Gaurang Itai, Gaurang Itai Raya, Gaurang Itai Raya, Gaurang Itai, Gaurang Itai, Gaurang Itai, Gaurang Itai. Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, Jaya Jaya Prabhupada, 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 Jaya Jaya Prabhupada. Hari Bo, Gaura Padamandi, Hari Hari Bo. Shishi Radha Goklananda Ki Jai, Shishi Sitaram Lakshman Hanuman Ki Jai, Shishi Gonitai Ki Jai. All glories to some devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to some devotees, Hare Krishna. All glories to Shishi Guru and Shri Gauranga. Thank you for coming, everyone. Just for those who've just entered, so for the next 15 minutes or so, I'm going to be talking a little bit about Lord Krishna and specifically some of the demons that he's killed, including the killing of Kamsa. So that's a very significant demon Krishna killed. It was almost like the culmination of demons, because he killed many other demons that were sent by Kamsa. And finally, he actually gets to kill Kamsa himself. So we're looking a little bit at that. And of course, for those who may be new, I don't know, but about 7 o'clock, the curtains will open and everyone present will have the opportunity, of course, to offer a candle to Yashoda Damodar and, of course, Radha Koklananda as well. I'll just begin with just some invocation prayers. Om Jnanam Tridam Dasha Janangala Shalakaya Chaksho Minitam Yena Tasmai Shri Gurave Namaha Shri Chaitanya Manobistam Sapitam Yena Bhutale Swayam Rupa Gadamayam Dadati Svapadantikam Vantap Kaupaturubascha Kipo Simbodevacha Patitanam Pavanibhyo Vaishnavyo Namo Namaha Nama Om Vishnupadaya Krishna Sai Bhutale Shmati Bhaktivedanta Swamini Chinamine Namaste Sarasvati Devi Gaudavani Pracharine Nivasesha Shunyavadi Prashachare Satadine Jai Shri Krishna Chaitanya Prabhu Nityananda Sri Advaita Gadadha Sivasadi Gaur Bhaktivinoda Hare Krishna 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 Hare 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 Rama, Rama Rama, Hare Hare. So we're going back in time over 5,100 years, or 120 something years to be precise, to the farm community of Vrindavan and also nearby Mathura, which was like a town, still is actually. Krishna has taken birth, but who is afraid? Who's afraid of Krishna? Is Kamsa, the evil king Kamsa, for all he knew, by a prophecy that he heard from the sky on the wedding of his daughter, actually. A prophecy he heard that Kamsa, the 8th male child, will come to kill you, Kamsa. Of course, this was Krishna. And why was Krishna destined to kill Kamsa? Because Kamsa was a demon. He had formed alliances over other demons of the time, like Jarasandh, Shishapal, and other demons, also Banasura, I think. Many demons across that region were taking birth. Therefore, yada masya, whenever and wherever there was a decline of religious practice and a prominent rise of irreligion, Krishna says to Arjuna, at that time I descend myself. So Krishna appeared just over 5,000 years ago to rid the earth of the demons. And what better way to rid the earth of the demons by sending the demons to him? Being a young child, he didn't have to travel very far, because Kamsa, out of fear of Lord Krishna, was sending the demons in all kinds of different terrible forms as an attempt to kill Krishna as a baby, or younger than this baby, actually, to begin with, like Putana, for example. But as he grew up, Krishna, was killing every demon in whatever form it took, whatever animal form, beast form, even the form of a wind. One by one, Kamsa was sending these demons to Vrindavan, in these shape-shifting forms from across the world and other worlds and the lower regions. They would come up and they would say, just this little child. But what they did was, for some reason, they always kind of mostly went in disguise. They didn't go in their human form, but they came in the form of something that would fit in locally. Because they didn't want to they just wanted to get in there, into Vrindavan, kill Krishna, and get out. That was Kamsa's instructions. Why? Because Kamsa actually was a king, and he was concerned for his reputation as well. He couldn't kill his own daughter, even though she was pregnant. Sister. Sorry. Sister. Sorry, it's the rain. I blame the rain. Sister. Why? Because what kind of a king would kill it? He wanted to kill his sister, actually, because his sister was giving birth to these children that was leading up to Krishna himself. Vasudeva, and of course, Devaki, his sister, of course, yes. Slip of the tongue, I assure you. But he couldn't kill her. And also, what would it have done to his reputation if he'd gone to Vrindavan himself and killed a small boy? So Kamsa, in order to get power, one sometimes has to act in a cultured way. He even arranged his sister's wedding and paid for the dowry and everything like that, actually. And a chariot, dancing girls and elephants and cows were given to the Brahmanas. Why? Was that out of piety? No, he was concerned mainly for his reputation. Sometimes we do things, or people do things, and we think, oh, that person's a good person. But sometimes it's for a motive based on their own reputation. And this was actually the case of Kamsa. So he didn't kill his sister, although he wanted to. But instead, like the coward he was actually, he sent many, many demons, as I mentioned, to Vrindavan. But of course, in the end, Krishna had to get rid of Kamsa himself. He had it coming. But for that, Krishna had to travel out of Vrindavan and into the town or the city of Mathura, which is nearby. Anyone who's been to that region knows you can actually get a motor rickshaw from Vrindavan to Mathura, actually. I don't know how many miles it is. I think you have to cross the river as well, I think. I think you do, yeah, depending on what side of Vrindavan you're actually on. Anyway, so of course, in those days, of course, there was, Vrindavan has always been, especially in those days, a farm community. And Mathura was a place where there was palaces, including Kamsa's palace. But who was the first demon that Krishna killed, of course? It was Putana. She had poison in her body. And of course, she was actually, in her previous life, she was Tataka, who was actually killed by young Ram many, many thousands of years previously. Puta, meaning pure, na, not. So Putana, not pure. She wasn't at all pure. She came in the form of a beautiful gopi, but when Krishna sucked on her breast, she died. She grew to her original massive form, very, very big form, but she was exposed, and there she lay dead, bang, like that. In fact, Krishna was very young, younger than the baby here even. But then, Trinivat demon, the tornado, whirlwind demon, took Krishna up, but Krishna became so heavy, bang. Krishna became so heavy by his magic power that, bang, the Trinivat demon was killed on the floor. Vatasura. He was 14 kilometers high. So Trinivat demon took Krishna, took him in the air, and 14 kilometers away. Oh, sorry. So going back about 5 minutes. Sorry, I thought you were talking about the demon. 14 and a half kilometers, yes, that's about 9 miles or something like that. Yeah, you can do that in a motor rickshaw if you pay enough, yeah. Vatasura, in the form of a young calf. Bakasura, another demon that's killed by Krishna, a monstrous bird. Bakasura came in the form of a huge crane to kill Krishna, so that, because at this time, Kamsa realized there was a pattern starting to form. Krishna's not so easy to kill. He was killed by Lord Krishna when the little boy pushed his beak open until it snapped like a twig. Dead. Aghasura, the huge snake demon. All the cowherd boys went into his mouth and Krishna just went in there, boom, 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 fought his way out. This massive snake was dead. Aristasura, the bull demon. He actually fought that with Balaram. And I'm going to go on to this. Danikasura, of course, the donkey demon. Kalia, the snake. Actually, Kalia wasn't actually, a many-headed snake, wasn't actually technically a demon. But he was poisoning the water. And that's kind of pretty bad. So Kalia was sent away. He wasn't killed, though, because in the end, Kalia and his wives actually started praying to Krishna. So Kalia was in an unusual category of his own, in a sense. Yes, he was, imagine this many-headed snake, massive thing, actually, was pretty kind of frightening. And Krishna danced on his hoods until Kalia became too tired. Kalia realized Kalia was actually getting purified by having Krishna's lotus feet on his head. There you go. There's Keshi demon as well, the horse demon. On the way to kill, now of course Kamsa had invited Krishna to a wrestling match. Kamsa realized there was a pattern that was forming. One demon in Vrindavan killed after another. But in the end, Kamsa said, let me invite this Krishna to Mathura for a wrestling match. Then I shall destroy him fair and square. But of course, he didn't intend to kill Krishna himself. What Krishna did was he entered Mathura. Krishna Balaram was there as well. There were so many people waving and so many people who had seen Krishna for the first time, especially the ladies to begin with, even the men. They saw, oh, is this beautiful young boy. How old was Krishna when he entered Mathura? It was about 8 or something like that. Anyway, he was eternal. Krishna's eternal. But people say, if Krishna's eternal, how can he be a young boy? but he took birth. He was eternal in his eternal form, took birth on the earth 5,000 years ago. And just I suppose, he chose to live as almost like a human. He's growing up to be a boy, but he was very special. He entered the mature, and everyone was blowing him kisses, throwing flowers out of the windows. And Kamsa, the King Kamsa, who was, of course, king of the city, grew ever more envious. In the end, of course, he invited Krishna, as I mentioned, to the wrestling match. And he thought to himself, you know what? I have the two best wrestlers in Bharatvash at my disposal. Chanora and Mustika, the strongest wrestlers in the land. I shall invite them to kill this Krishna and this Balaram. Balaram was there too. He said, allow, and of course there was hundreds of thousands of people in the arena. It was like the Olympics. Everyone was clapping. Ladies and gentlemen, said Kamsa, allow me now to introduce Chanora and Mustika. It was like a bit like the Colosseum, in the Roman. If you've ever seen Gladiator, you know what I mean. So Kamsa was a bit like Caesar. He kind of went like this, kill Krishna. So Chanora and Mustika came out, big wrestling muscles, fully grown men, arms like tree trunks. And immediately a lot of people started booing. Boo, that's not fair. These two great big men that were like 15 feet high against two little boys. Boo, that's unfair. No, take it away. Oh. And Kamsa was going, anyway, it doesn't matter. I don't care. This Krishna is not so easy to defeat. I'm not fooled. So he said to Chanora and Mustika, even they originally just laughed. You're putting us, this big, strong, experienced wrestlers, never defeated, against these two young 8-year-old boys? This is an insult, Kamsa. Take them away. And Kamsa said, no, do not underestimate this young blue boy and this white boy over here with the blue dhoti and turban. Just kill them. And Chanora and Mustika said, very well, my lord. They were great devotees. They were demons in themselves. Very well, my lord. Dun, 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 dun. So they started thinking, okay, this will be over in one swipe. Chanora, here comes Mustika. And Krishna just caught his fist and picked them up with his amazing strength, started swinging them around. Threw them into one side of the arena after the other. They were realizing Krishna and Balaram were pretty strong. In the end, bam, bam, Krishna and Balaram beat them to the ground. I think they died. Did they die or were they just exhausted? I think they eventually died. They just lost it. But then Kamsa, no, he did die. He was really angry. And he lost, although they defeated so many demons, including Chanora and Mustika, Kamsa lost all reason. He said, no, this Krishna must die. And he came running towards Krishna. I think Balaram did take part. Oh, the elephant came before. Yeah, that was yesterday's class, I think. So yeah, Kulyapida, he was the elephant that Kamsa also sent. But Krishna killed that big elephant as well. So that's another demon on the list. But eventually, Kamsa came running at Krishna. Krishna, die, Krishna, die! Started running up to Krishna, trying to hit him in different ways. In the end, Krishna just defeated him, threw him over his back, held him and started pounding him in the chest like this. And Kamsa was like this, get off me, Krishna! Bam, 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 bam. Yeah, like this. In the end, Kamsa was losing breath. In the end, Kamsa lost all consciousness. He couldn't breathe anymore. Kamsa was finished. So let's read. Relevantly, I think I should consult the Krishna book actually, which I should have done a while ago. No. But nevertheless, let's read what the Krishna book has to say about the death of Kamsa. The demigods from the higher planetary systems showered flowers, congratulating Krishna and Balaram. Among the demigods were powerful personalities like Lord Brahma and Lord Shiva, and all joined together in showing their jubilation over Kamsa's death. There were beating of drums and the showering of flowers from the heavenly planets, and the wives of the demigods danced in ecstasy. The wives of Kamsa and his 8 brothers were aggrieved at the sudden death of their husbands, and all of them struck their foreheads and shed torrents of tears, crying loudly and embracing the bodies of their husbands which lay on the wrestling. Okay, we better finish. Although Krishna was born is their son Vasudev, and Devaki were always conscious of his position. So we'll stop there. I hope you enjoyed hearing about Krishna's pastimes. Now, someone will be singing the Dhammarastrika prayers, and then have the opportunity to offer a candle. So thank you for listening to the Krishna Leela. Thank you very much. Hare Krishna.
दादा दामोदर भगवान की हरे कृष्ण। नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपम् सत्कुललं गोकुले भजमानं। नमामीश्वरं सच्चिदानन्दरूपम् सत्कुललं गोकुले यशोदवियोलुकलब्धवमाना परमेष्टमात्यन्तो द्रोतिय गोप्या। यशोदवियोलुकलब्धवमाना परमेष्टमात्यन्तो द्रोतिय गोप्या। श्वासकम्पत्रिरेखककण्ठा इति ग्रहः दामोदर भक्तिबाधा दृक्षलीलाभिरानन्दकुण्डे स्वगोस्वामि मां जान्तम् आज्ञापयन्तम् इति दृक्षलीलाभिरानन्दकुण्डे स्वगोस्वामि मां जान्तम् आज्ञापयन्तम् तदीयसीताकेषु भक्तिजितवा पुनर्प्रेमता सन्तं आवृत्तिबान्धे तदीयसीताकेषु भक्तिर्जितवा पुनर्प्रेमता सन्तं आवृत्तिबान्धे पुनर्प्रेमता सन्तं वरं देवमोक्ष मानमोक्षदीं वा आचार्यविनेयं परिषदपीहा वरं देवमोक्ष मानमोक्षदीं वा नाचार्यविनेयं परिषदपीहा इदं तेव पूर्णाता गोपालबाला सदा मे मानस्य वित्रस्तं किमान्ये इदं तेव पूर्णाता गोपालबाला सदा मे चिन्तां भक्त्या च गोप्या इदं ते मूकं बोधम् अत्यन्तनीले धृतं कुण्डलं चिन्तां भक्त्या च गोप्या Louder, come on. You're going to get a more prasad. If they're waiting there, Krishna is very merciful. Louder, Radha Damodar Bhagwan ki. Radha Damodar is in Vrindavan. He must be here there. Radha Damodar Bhagwan ki. Louder. जोर से नहीं बोले, जोर से बोलो. Radha Damodar ki. Radha Damodar ki. Radha Gokulanand ki. Sita Ram Lakshmana Hanuman ki. Gaur Nitai ki. Radha Nandeshwar ki. Srila Prabhupada ki. Sri Vrindavan Dham ki. Navadip Mayapur Dham ki. Jagannath Puri ki. Ayodhya Pati Ramchandra Bhagwan ki. Sri Ayodhya Dham ki. Ganga Mai ki. Tulsi Devi ki. Bhakti Devi ki. Damodar Mas ki. Bhagavad Gita ki. Bhaktivedanta Manor ki. So all of you should be know this month is called Kartik month, Damodar Mas. That means in Narad Puran it is written very clearly that in this month you perform the devotional service, it's multiplied by 1,000 times. So you should take the advantage of this human life to glorifying Krishna. Once you glorify him from your heart, Krishna never forget. Many births, we have a different kind of bodies. But this is the human body is only one who can please to Krishna. So one more time, louder with me. Sri Radha Damodar ki, Radha Gokulanand ki, Sita Ram Lakshmana Hanuman ki. Thank you very much. We're going to have another 5 more minute kirtan. Nursing a prayer, after that you can go and have prasad. Hope you come tomorrow again. Until the 8th of November we have this program. Thank you.
Srila Prabhupada ki, Sai Gaur Premanande.
Yes, please.
My name is Govind Das. Where are you from? I am from Nepal.
So can you see these things? Just unzip it and then just take it out.